the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the counter that's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Okay.
Hail to the commanders, hail victory.
I took the Billy Cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I...
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Play action now, rush. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Lone back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Out of the gun here, rush. This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Rush throwing on 3rd. This gets the first and more. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Rush. Escapes out to the left. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Holding left side. is going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Commanders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Hey, Kate, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
Hyatt with the grab. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. It's caught. Chase has it. And he will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here's Gibson. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pick of a 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 hurt, 18 Rattler.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. downfield. It's Chase. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Barkley off the pistol again. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got a home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And it's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
39-yard line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He connects downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Gibson. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Rodgers from the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, rush. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for second down.
It's second down.
On the gun, it's Rush. Buys time, rolling right. Connecting on the slant. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Here's first and 10 from the 47. To the air with Rush. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's another Raiders first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Rush now. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
From the red zone now. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Gibson. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 40-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
60 Eagles!
Rodgers going to throw on first. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Throwing the out route complete. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, Rodgers. Rolling into enemy territory. Into the red zone. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
We got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Big, big. 19. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. 70 ring. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
A pistol snap. Rodgers. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. Here he goes again. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2.
Yeah, right there. That is why teams will draft tight ends and take them really high in the draft, especially when they can be game changers after the catch. That was just a dynamic effort.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 28, Raiders 21.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Rush. Rolling out to his left. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Out of the gun here, Rush. Finds a man, right side. And he's out of bounds to end that one. Now our attention turns to that penalty marker. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. Here's Rush. Escapes the pocket. It is caught left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Rush. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rush setting up the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Back to the air on second. Rush. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy, and if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Lays out left side and gets it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Raiders.
Looking inside the red zone. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. On the move, headed right. Has room into the secondary. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders start the second half with some needed points. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders tie us up 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. Up the sideline, past the 40. That one nabs him 33 yards, and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, here's Rodgers. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take over on his 5th interception of the season.
That's now 2, Kate, but they got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
3 yards. And the Raiders first down.
From the gun, it's Rush. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Raiders first down.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the fourth. Offense is set, first and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got second and 11.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Rush now to throw. He has room past the 25. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Raiders.
From the red zone on first. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Commanders are going to have it! And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Back to throw it. It's caught. Chase has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They'll come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 26.
Handoff headed right. Barkley cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders have taken the lead late. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 35. Raiders 28.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down. Here he is to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Back to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Setting up to pass. Pass caught! 9-yard line! And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders cut it to a point late in this one. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Gibson. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40. Rodgers going to throw on first. Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, smash. Lightning 18. Buffalo 18.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. With the grab. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
4 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Rush now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you